New week, new documenting the journey. Welcome back, week 40. In this video I'm going to talk about what it means to go all in. I think going all in is what is required for us young guys to win at a young age. Maybe I'm wrong, but in this video I'm going to talk about what it means for me to go all in and why I think I'm going to win. Hopefully this helps you in any way. The town where I'm from is very pretty. It's a little town in the Netherlands. As you can see, there's nothing out here. The streets are empty. Very wholesome. It is like a very good place to grow up. But there's not much to do here, not many people to meet, not much progress to make, right? If you want to develop and grow from other people. The thing is right now for me, I know what to do. I know what work to put in, I know which tasks to do. And I basically just need to work the work. And I'm in a period now, same from when I quit my job to go to Bali. I started the agency to be able to fund my life. Now I'm kind of letting the agency go to go all in on the brand, which I couldn't back then because I didn't know what to do. Now I do know what to do to be able to live off the brand. But the thing is, the brand is a way more complicated thing than an agency where you just give a service and get money in return. There's basically no costs involved. If you want to build a brand and you're trying to build different things around it, you need to invest money to make it work. So that's why I chose to go home. That's part of going all in. I want to be able to take all the risks that I need this upcoming period without having to worry about how am I going to pay rent. So I'm gonna see Q4 what it's like, how far can I get, how much revenue can I make, how much profit can I generate, and then basically be able to take all the risks during this time without having to worry about it. I know what to do now, so I'm back in this little town, taking all the risks. That's part of going all in. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? And that also involves going back home if you need. That also means being back in my childhood room, you know? Something that is required. Are you willing to do what it takes? I mean, it's not fun to go home. I could have focused on clients more, got more clients and stayed abroad. But I noticed for me that, I do really care about what I'm building. And if I'm not really on board with it, if I'm not really in my head thinking that it's cool what I'm working on, I rather just make less and do something that's way cooler, which is a reason as well why I chose to go all into the brand, because it's really my own thing. I'm building it. I'm building something for the future. I'm building something of value. I'm creating value. So in my opinion, it's just way cooler. So taking a step back, going home, I don't mind. I mean, if that's what it takes, and that's what it takes. Again, you really gotta be on board with everything. From making TikToks if you're awkward on camera, to making YouTube videos if you're awkward on camera, to going back to your parents, quitting that job, not being able to pay rent, so having to move back even though you're 24. I mean, sure, why not? I mean, why do you give a fuck? It's Friday night right now and I'm working on emails. I'm working on trying to get Google ads to work. And I'm working on other ads for my brand. And that's it. I love it, I love it. I mean, for me, I get so much enjoyment and fulfillment out of building something and just, I'm obsessed. I look at all the details, seeing if there's any mistakes. Like, it's just all I do, So this is part of going all in as well. It's 11 p.m. on a Sunday. And I just finished a run through the dark fucking empty streets of this little village. And I fucking hate it, but I love it. I love it because I hate it and I got it finished. Something that I've been thinking of, and that fits kind of in the theme of this video is what you're doing similar to what everyone else is doing? Or is it different? In hindsight, I realize this because now I understand it. But in the moment, a few years ago when I dropped out of school and I was completely lost and I was working a job, I felt alone and I didn't know if I was doing the right thing because no one else was doing it. So I wasn't sure. I didn't know. Everyone around me told me it wasn't a good idea to quit school, so you automatically are thinking, hey, is this even good what I'm doing? Now I realize is that you not doing what anyone else is doing is the indicator that you're on the right path. Like that thing, the being lost, not being able to compare yourself to anyone around you, is the best indicator you can have that you are going towards a place where no one else is going, which is achieving goals when you're younger, doing things when you're younger. If you want to do these things, then that is the key indicator. So in hindsight, I was doing the right thing, but I didn't know back then. Same now. I'm still doing that thing, I'm moving back for a little bit because it's part of what I'm doing, and I'm not slacking. I'm still doing that thing. It's Sunday night. I'm on a run. I finished a good day of work today. I worked on a lot of creatives for the ads today, stuff that works the needle, and it's Sunday, and I'm alone still in my room, back in my room, where the journey started, where I made my first video. I'm kind of taking a step back again, just like I did when I dropped out of school, taking a step back to take a bigger leap forward. What I did when I quit my job, taking a step back, moving back in so I can move out. Now the same thing. I'm moving back in with my parents for a few months so I can see what I can achieve with complete focus and not having to waste any money, being able to throw everything back at it, seeing how I can scale the brand, what I can do with everything that I'm doing for the community. And yeah, that's part of it, you know. It's doing something that no one else is doing or no one else wants to do, which is going to bring me to the outcomes that I want to achieve. So that's something I wanted to share, and that's part of All In, you know. How do you know you're doing the right thing? If you are not doing what anyone else is doing, then you are doing the right thing. So yeah, that's what it means for me to go all in. And one more thing, for me to go all in is also that you do things with intent. Right now, I'm trying to solve one problem, and that problem is to not be broke. Motherfucker, I don't want to be broke, you know? So everything that I'm doing is to solve this problem. Very intentionful. The only reason that I went to Bali last year is because I felt that I hit a wall. I didn't know what to do with the brand. I thought maybe if I meet people, then I can take next steps with the brand. They can unlock doors for me that I couldn't even see yet. That's why I started the agency, is because I wanted to be able to go to Bali and live there and pay rent while I could meet people and figure out if I could go all in into the brand, which is what I'm doing now, going all into the brand. But doing everything along this way is done with intent. I'm trying to solve a money problem. I also figured out along the way that for me it's not just about the money, because doing an agency, it's way easier to earn the 10K a month, for instance, if that's your goal for financial freedom. But for me, it's just fucking boring, you know? I don't want to be building someone else's shit. I want to build my own shit. So I decided that, hey, I would rather earn a little bit less for now and do something that I'm really passionate about and my own thing. And eventually I'll get there anyways, to that point with the brand as well. I mean, I still believe that whatever business you do, you can build a significant business from it, whatever niche you're in. I just don't know the right things, which is why I went to Bali, which is why I'm doing the things that I'm doing. But do things with intent. If I'm doing 20 different things now, I'm trying to solve my money problems, I'm trying to become a kickbox champion, and I'm trying to do all of these things on the side, then I won't achieve any of them. So my philosophy right now is that I do things one at a time. It's a chapter. The chapter of me solving my money problems will be maybe another half a year or a year. And then I've built a solid business that I can work on, but I don't have to stress about, and I'm not in fight or flight mode anymore. Where am I going to get my next money from? How am I going to pay rent and food? So I'm doing these things with intent, one by one. That's also a part of going all in for me. I'm all into solving that one problem right now. And then eventually there's many different adventures on my list that I want to do. I want to go to Thailand to go kickboxing for 4 months. I want to do all of these different kinds of adventures. It's not my time to do that yet. Just like it's not my time to tell you guys in topic videos, this is what you need to do. I'm just sharing what I'm doing. I'm not some dude at the top yet that can tell you what to do. I'm just sharing what I'm doing. Maybe eventually, if I've achieved a lot with maybe the brand, or I have a big track record or a lot of evidence, I can make a topic video about, hey, this is what I'm doing, this is what you can do. But it's not my time to do that yet. That's for a future chapter. So that's also what it means for me to go all in. This is why I think I'm going to win and what it takes for us young guys to win at a young age. Another thing that you shouldn't do, but what I'm doing is read the Almanac of Naval Ravikant. This is like my Bible. I've read this about 3 times. I'm reading it for the 4th time right now. I mean, everything's in there, from business to life to philosophy. I'm a guy that finds a thing and just does it over and over again. Going to the gym, eating, I eat the same food. I've been doing the brand for 4 years and I just don't stop until I make it work. And reading this book is like one similar things. I think this book is so good, so I'm just reading it over and over and over again. I suggest you read the Almanac. It will make you realize a lot. What does it mean to be successful in business? How do you create wealth? How do you apply leverage? These are all important lessons, and in this book they go over it all. So that's it for this week's Documenting the Journey, week 40 from my little room. First video was back here too. You can go back and watch it. Yeah, still DM me, comment, and I'll see you guys next week.